Alright guys, Red Raw back again with another little video for you. I just want to touch on pre-season in general really, after we finished our 2 games today and the pre-season comes to an end. I just want to give my overall thoughts. I want to give my match reaction for the second game today at Anfield, the one that was televised. And yeah, just give my overall opinions on the squad and what we can do and stuff like that, basically. So I'll start off with the game against Como at Anfield today. We managed to win 2-0. Great goal by Cody Gakpo. And then man of the match for me, closely run. Jeremy Jacquet scored within 45 minutes. Joe Gomez has been at the club for 10 years, has not scored. Jeremy Jacquet took less than 45 minutes to get on the score sheet. Goal and assist for Cody today. Whether or not that's the last we see of him in Liverpool shirt, time will tell. There is all the chatter about Tottenham, but I think it's going to be one of those players. If he goes, I'm not upset. If he stays, I'm not upset. I think as a man, I think he's good to have around. He's experienced. Something we will severely lack if he does depart. But he is one of the few that we can allow to leave and get a decent fee for, and we will need to recoup some money. That's just the way of the world. That's how we operate, isn't it? Bradley Barcola not on the bench tonight for PSG, nor is Mbaye, but he's less. I'm not so sure about him whether he comes to Liverpool. Barcola, I expect he's definitely coming. Just a matter of time. But I thought Jacquet, what we all been waiting for, mate. That was a fantastic 45 minutes. Absolutely amazing on the ball. I know we can't get carried away. It's pre-season friendly, isn't it? But he was pretty damn good. Very calm, composed, get stuck in, strong, quick. I think the future's bright. And then Araujo replaced him at half-time, and he was getting stuck in as well, wasn't he? Showing his pace, showing his physicality, getting stuck in. Very good. Alisson had a couple of shots to save. I don't think he was ever really struggling. I think there was all routine. We didn't work their goalkeeper enough, I don't think. But promising signs there. Szoboszlai was all over the place. I thought Jeremy Frimpong was fantastic as well. He was my other candidate for man of the match. I thought he was all over the place, putting a couple of really last-ditch tackles, was bombing up and down. I don't know what Slot had done to him, but he actually looks like a player. Time will tell. But overall, Isak, he nearly completed a full 90 as well for the first time. I think he played 81 minutes, something like that. Florian Wirtz, I don't think he's had the greatest pre-season, if I'm being perfectly honest. I do think he's a fantastic player, and I do think we will see the best of him. But I don't think he was magnificent in pre-season. I can say the same about Rio. He doesn't quite look the same player on the right, but it's something he's going to have to adapt to, I'm afraid. If he wants to get in the starting 11, he's going to have to learn to play on the right, and that's just unfortunate. He's not as I don't know what the word I'm looking for. He's not as impactful off the right. I know he likes to cut in onto his right and shoot when he's playing on the left. So he's found himself drifting inside rather than, well, he drifts inside onto his weak foot, doesn't he? But he's still young enough, and I think once he gets comfortable playing there, I think we'll see the best of him also. But Ryan Gravenberch was really good again today. Kirkes, well, all in all, very good display, and we actually managed to see the game out and didn't concede. They had a couple of chances. I think that's probably edged it for the second half, being a better team. But yeah, anyway, that's still enough about a pre-season friendly. I just want to touch on my overall thoughts of the squad, the depth, what we can do to sort of free up spots and that, because we are pretty much full with non-homegrown quota. So when looking at our non-homegrown players, and there's a debate about one of them, because some of the rules say for the Premier League he's not classed He doesn't need to be registered rather as homegrown, but for Champions League he does. So I've stuck him in anyway. So we've got Alisson Becker. I think he's in the last year of his contract. I'd like to see him extend if he can keep fit, because keepers can play until the 40, can't they? Georgia Mohamedashvili is another non-homegrown. If we could bring another keeper in, I probably would sacrifice him, to be perfectly honest with you. Not that he's ever done anything wrong, but his distribution's not great, and you need to be decent playing for Liverpool with that. I don't think he commands his area as well as somebody of his size should do. But if he stays, he stays. I'm not looking to force him out of the club. And you've got Calvin Ramsey, who is not homegrown. I think I'd probably be looking to sell him. I'm not sure on his contract situation. Maybe he's in his last year. I'm not too sure. And we've got Virgil van Dijk's in his last year, but we're not selling him. We're keeping him. Ronald Araujo takes up a non-homegrown spot. The one I'm and ahhing about was Jeremy Jacquet, because some state, because he's under 22, it doesn't need registering for the Premier League, but he might do for the Champions League. But I've stuck him in anyway. So that's another one. We've got Milos Kerkez, obviously. Kostas Tsimikas, I would sell. He's got a year left, I think. We could bring in a youngster or somebody who qualifies as homegrown or is English to play that spot as second fiddle to Kerkez. Wataru Endo, another one who takes up an homegrown spot, and I think he's in his last year. Great to have about the place, but he's never pulled up any trees since he's been at Liverpool. So I'd sell him personally, free up another spot. So that would be 3 spots freed up. Dominic Szoboszlai, obviously he's not going anywhere. Alexis McAllister, there is still talks about him possibly leaving, but I don't think he will do. Ryan Gravenberch, Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike, who's obviously injured till well into 2027. Federico Chiesa is another one I would sell. I don't know if he's in his last year. I think he might have 1 or 2 left, but I'd sell him. He's not really done enough to justify staying at the club in pre-season, in my opinion. Then we've got Cody Gakpo, would be another spot if he does leave, that we could bring in somebody. So if he left, that'd be 5 spots. Then you've got Isak and Victor Munoz. So neither of them. So you've got a possibility of freeing up 5 spots, 6 if Mohamedashvili was sold, but I don't think he will be. So we have got a bit of wiggle room there to move players out and bring in some more non-homegrown to fill those spots, to give us a bit better squad quality and not really depth, because you're just replacing like for like, aren't you, rather than adding to the group. But if you wanted to bring in some more non-homegrown, you're going to have to lose a few players. There are talks that we're probably having to lose 9 players before the window shuts. Well, time will tell on that one, won't it? But if you want to have a bit more flexibility and movement in the market, and you can just go and sign whoever you want, regardless of where they're from, then they would be the 4, maybe 5 players I would move on to free up the spots. Obviously, Barcola will take one of those spots. And Bailly, if he comes, will not, because of his age. He will not take up any homegrown quota spots. So it's just, that's what I would do. Whether the club are going to do that, I do not know. Because you're not going to renew the contracts of Ramsey, Kostas, Endo, Chiesa, are you? Personally, I don't think they will do, because they're just wasting money on them. Cash in now, get what you can, move them on, and bring in some other fresh blood. Doesn't have to go spending millions and millions. Could be just whatever it takes, really. But they're going to come in to be squad players, bench and that. You don't have to spend millions, do you? But be nice to have a bit better quality in the depth. As long, I know we're not going to have a massive squad. We're just not going to do that. Although they did talk about us not be struggling for squad depth and being able to do this, that, and the other. But yeah, I think we're going to have our 25, but it just gives us a bit of freedom, a bit of movement if we got rid of those non-homegrown, and you're not having to concentrate on having to bring in homegrown, if you know what I mean. It just gives you the flexibility. I think throughout pre-season, I think our fitness hasn't been 100%. It was a bit better today. The second half, we did die off again with a few changes, but I think the fitness will come. We know what Iriola's like. He will work them like dogs, and they will get back up there to the fitness levels we used to see under Klopp. Other players I think that haven't done themselves justice in pre-season is Harvey Elliott. I don't think he stays. I know he is English and he is homegrown, but I don't think he's done anywhere near enough. He looks so out of shape. Probably not down to his own fault with the year at Villa and that, but he's just come back. He doesn't look up to it. Another lad I'd like to keep around, Kumas, who wouldn't take a spot up because I think he's, 20, 19 or 20? I think he's done enough in pre-season to be in and around the squad. Yeah, so I'd keep him around. And what's his name? Neone I'd keep around, definitely. I think McConnell is going on loan. I think Chambers is going to go on loan. I think, don't quote me on that. And there's a few others that are in and about the team that probably will end up going out on loan. But yeah, that's just my little... I ain't got any names for you, but to bring in, apart from Bokola and Mbaye, I expect a busy end to the window. Outgoings and incomings, I think. I think we'll expect at least 2 in without anybody leaving. And then if any of those do happen to move on, then we do need to bring in replacements for them. But time will tell, guys. I just thought I'd just do another little video for you, just giving you my 2 penneth. You don't have to agree with me. It's all good. Everybody's got their own opinions and thoughts. The world would be a boring place if we agreed on everything. I thought Victor Munoz did very well in the first game. Then he played, another 15, 20 in the second. His pace is frightening. I think we'll really be enjoying seeing him play. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Gakpo. But we can't sell him and not replace him. That's regardless if Barcola comes in. We do need to... if Gakpo goes, we need to replace him. And that's why I think if we do get him by, that sort of works that out. But then you are lacking a lot of experience, aren't you? So we'll have to see. Wait and see, guys. Do leave me your thoughts and opinions, guys. I think we need a 6 as well. Because there has been times we look a bit fragile on the counter. Specialised player in that position would be ideal. Don't necessarily think Adam Wharton would suit us. I don't think he's got the ability to press like we need to press. He's not a great tackler. He's a elite passer, ball carrier. He's not one to get stuck in. So I think if he signs, he signs, but he wouldn't be my first choice personally. I'll have to wait and see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, do leave me your thoughts and opinions, guys. Leave me a comment. I do say it all the time. It does give me the motivation to carry on making content. If you haven't done so already, would you please consider subscribing? I really appreciate everyone that does subscribe, that does interact with my channel by watching my videos, leaving me comments, liking, sharing, hyping, all the good stuff. And as I always do say, if you do enjoy what I do, not necessarily this video, but enjoy my content, enjoy my videos, my player scouting videos and stuff, and you would like to support myself and the channel further, there is a couple of links in the video description and on my channel page. And as I always say, no expectations. The choice is there if you wish to do so. Alright, I shall catch you on the next one, guys, and I look forward to Newcastle on Sunday next week. Alright, catch you on the next one, but for now, Red Raw and out.